Hi friends, welcome back to Faith and Arrow Homestead. My name is Jaylee and today we're going to talk about the fall garden. I'm going to keep this one pretty short this time. In the past I've taken you along with me while I've started seeds. We're not going to do that today. I just want to talk to you about my plan and admit to you that yet again, for the second year in a row, I've dropped the ball on the fall garden. I don't know why it's so hard for me. No, I do know why it's so hard for me. I get so caught up in the summertime that my brain just is not ready to think about the fall. But my season is so short here that I should have thought about this a month ago. So what I did was I Googled estimated first frost date for my area, and it's October 13th is the estimated first frost. And then I typed into Google how many days until October 13th, and it is 60. So I have 2 months until my estimated first frost, 60 days. So the reason that you search those two things is because that tells you how much time you have to reach maturity for whatever it is you want to plant. And I only have 60 days. I definitely should have thought about this a month ago. Then I would have had 90 days and it would have wildly broadened the things that I could plant and the chances I have of getting a harvest. But I digress. I'm still going to go ahead with it because, the worst that could happen is I lose some plants. I'm still going to try. Best that could happen is I get some harvest. So I went through all of my seeds and picked out what I want, and I'm going to show you what I picked out and then explain to you, what could happen with the maturity estimate as well as, our frost. So I want to do, this is my first year attempting to grow cabbage. I have the Brunswick cabbage from Baker Creek. This is a 90-day until maturity, but it is frost hardy, so I'm gonna go for it. Even though I'm gonna be a month behind on starting this, I'm still gonna go ahead and give it a shot because it can withstand some cold. And typically, winter doesn't start for us big time until January. So we'll see. I'm going to give it a shot. I'm also going to do Dazzling Blue Kale. When I went to the Baker Creek website, it did not have a maturity date, so I'm not really sure how that works. I couldn't find one. But I know that kale is also frost hardy, so I'm going to go for it. One that might not work out for me, I have a soya bean. And I actually got this, so edamame, I don't know if you guys have ever eaten edamame before. Edamame are young, immature soybeans. And that's what I want this for. So this is a 75-day until maturity, but I'm actually looking to pick them earlier. So I feel like I'm right there, like I'm right on the edge with these. So I'm gonna give them a shot and see if I can't get what I'm looking for. The Kalima green bean, this is a 55-day until maturity, so I am in that window. The packaging says they are not frost hardy. I had tried planting these and they sprouted really at a 100% success rate, and bunnies came and ate them. So I'm gonna try these again, and I'm going to cover them with something and hope that they can get established. The Kalima beans and the soya beans I'm going to direct sow. The kale and the cabbage I'm gonna start indoors. I got this as a free seed packet. It's a spoon tomato. I am going to start this as well and see if I can't end up with some little indoor tomato plants. And by the time this starts producing, I will not be getting anything in the garden anymore. So I'm going to try to do some indoor season extension and see if I can pull it off, but that's just an experiment. Okay, I'm going to plant some more St. Valerie carrots. They're 70 days till maturity. But they are frost hardy, and worst case, I just end up with smaller carrots if I have to pull them early. So I'm going to give that a shot. I've heard a lot of YouTubers say that carrots are on their list of something they do not grow. I really enjoy growing carrots. I love the taste of a homegrown carrot. So I'm continuing on with that. A bunch of different lettuce and spinach varieties. Oops. I'm not going to go over those. I've got a bunch of different ones that I'm going to plant. I'm terrible with the lettuce and the spinach. I either can't get it to germinate or it goes to seed before I think to harvest it. So I'm just going to plant it and see what happens. Not be too hard on myself. Let's see, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different varieties of lettuce and spinach. I'm going to do some bunching onions. I wanted to plant more onions, but onions have a super long maturity date. I think one of the varieties I had was like 125 days or something. But the bunching onions, 60 to 65 days to maturity, and you can cook with these as well. So I'm going to plant some of those. Along with the tomato, I'm gonna start some chamomile. I've been so busy and so distracted that I have wasted my chamomile this year, and I'm super disappointed in myself. So I'm gonna see if I can't plant some and extend my season with it. I know that I can get this to grow indoors because I did it this spring. I was harvesting chamomile indoors, so I know it can be done. So I'm gonna give that a shot. I'm gonna try and do another a succession sowing of cucumbers. I'm just gonna do my jade cucumbers. My Tamarillo dwarf. So I don't know what ended up happening with this because I know I planted them in the spring and I know I got them to sprout. But where did they go? I haven't seen them in the garden, but my garden is so wild and so random this year that I could be in there and I don't even know it. But I'm going to try to plant these because you can actually, these turn into, if you like do a good job and like get it, to maturity, it actually turns into like a small, not tree. Oh, it does. In frost-free conditions, it eventually grows into a small tree. So I'm gonna see if I can't. I really, really want one of these in my house. I'm dreaming of it. So we're gonna try. The white currant tomato. These are a tiny little 1 inch across, creamy white, sweet tomato. And I'm gonna see if I can't grow these indoors as well. Oh, so make that 8 then, because I have another lettuce variety that was hiding. And so that's it. That's what I'm going to try to grow this year and see what we can make happen for the fall time, I mean. And I really would like to get better at this in the future. Got seeds falling out. I need to be more intentional about this for sure, but it's tough because, we're all busy and it gets away from you. And then before you know it, you're like, shoot, I missed the peak window. And then you're playing catch up. That's what I'm experiencing, but that's okay. I'm gonna go ahead and get these started today. I'm just going to use my Espoma organic seed starting potting mix. This was talked about heavily at the beginning of the season. I did a test because I had a bad bag of soil. That one was confirmed to not be bad. It was fine, and that's all I have left from the beginning of the season. And I will eventually have to buy something else when I up pot everything. I think I'm actually gonna try to get a bag of Vermont compost online when it's time to up pot all of this, but for now I'm just going to start it in my seed starting mix. My seed starting setup is always set up now. I'll show it to you. It's just behind me here and it's always up. I don't ever take it down. So that's cool. Lights are already plugged in and ready to go. So I will just get a couple trays going here, and then that's the seed starting mix right there that I'm going to use. So really short video here. I just wanted to tell you what I was going to try to grow, and then I will give you an update here in a few weeks and let you know what sprouted, what's doing well. And I'm really, really hopeful. I have a good feeling that I'll end up getting some. I think the kale will work out. I think the carrots will work out. The bunching onions will work out. I'm hoping some of the beans work out. So I think my chances are good for some of it, but then for other things, I might be too late on. But we're just gonna give it a shot. And then some of this indoor stuff that I'm talking about, it's just an experiment. It's just to see what can I do indoors? How can I extend my season? What can I still be eating fresh in the wintertime, and yada yada. So I'm gonna give this all a shot and I'll let you know how it goes. Thanks so much for listening to my fall garden plan. And I can't wait to see you in my next video. Have faith, my friends, and keep moving forward. Bye.